بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نواصل على chapter 4 multiple linear regression. This will be the last section in chapter 4. It talks about the quadratic linear regression model with a quantitative predictors. Okay, we learned already about the quantitative predictors in the last section, but what this mean of quadratic, okay, quadratic linear, this mean quadratic means second order, okay, the quadratic means second order. The second order will be for the only predictors, not for the only for the predictors, not for the response. So if you will see this model, okay, this model says y equal a plus bx plus cx square. So this will be the predictor. The predictors are شنو squared second order من الدرجة الثانية. فإذا لما أقول quadratic model, okay, quadratic model means it contains a quadratic terms. It contains a quadratic term. شنو هو quadratic term؟ quadratic term اللي يكون فيه ال predictors من second order, okay, to the power 2. Okay. Then the parameter A, so A will be the intercept. Okay, it be the intercept. It may has no practical interpretation. What's that mean؟ يقول لي ال A هي ال intercept مثل ما هي ما راح تتغير. But it may has no practical interpretation. يعني ممكن لا يكون لها تفسير. Okay, it may, okay, it's possible to not have a explanation or interpretation. Then for B, okay, B will be what? Will be the shift parameter. Will be the what? The shift parameter. Generally has no meaningful interpretation. No meaningful interpretation. الترجمة أو interpretation meaningful يعني no meaningful ما لها معنى ما لها داعي. Okay, so this will be about what? About B. So we said A is a intercept اللي هي no practical interpretation. B no meaningful interpretation. Then for C gives the rate of curvature of the graph relating y to what? To x. So C شنو تعطيني علاقة الواي بالإكس على شكل شنو؟ على شكل curvature. Okay, the most important parameter. So C is the important what? Is the important parameter. When we say A and B, there is no interpretation. It is not important. That's mission or not important. But C is what? Is the most important parameter. If C is greater than 0, the graph will be concave upward. Okay, it will be like this. If the C less than 0, the graph will be concave downward. It will be like this. Okay, it may have the half of it. يعني ممكن يكون like this. Or if it is up, it will be like this. Okay, yeah. Okay, example. We now will read the example carefully, okay, to answer the questions. A physiologist wants to investigate the impact of exercise on the human immune system. So they need to investigate the impact, التأثير. Okay, the physiologist theorized that the amount of immunogenicity globulin in a plant. Oh my god. This why? This meaning what? Why? This is all biological definitions called blah 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 is related to the maximal oxygen uptake. So this will be X. So that's mean this will be Y, this will be X. And this is a definition for it. Of a person by the model, they give me the model, there will be a quadratic term, okay? So it will be a quadratic model. To fit the model, values of Y and X were measured for each of 30 human subjects. 30 human subjects. So this will be important. That's mean n equal 30, okay? So you can find from this that n will be what will be 30. And the equation will be from the second order, okay? معادلة من الدرجة الثانية. معادلة من الدرجة الثانية. Okay, so if you go and read the first line here, المطلوب الأول، السؤال الأول, question number 1. From the shown scatter plot, so they give me the scatter plot. Is there evidence? هل يوجد دليل to support the use of a quadratic model؟ احنا لو ما قال لي from the scatter plot is there evidence أسوي شنو test. But قال لي from the shown scatter plot, so you will return back to the scatter plot. Is there an evidence to use the quadratic model? Okay, if you will make a line, okay, you will see that the data is far away from this line. So the linear will be not suitable for it. So if you come here and make it like this, okay, this is not a line, this هذا نص الكيرف. okay, يعني فيها فيها انحناء. okay, so this line في لو مثلا بقول from here to here بصير line. يعني مثلا لو قلنا from here to here, okay, it can be it can be a line. But these data لازم لازم انحني عشان اوصل اليهم. لازم انحني عشان علشان اوصل اليهم. So مو ممكن انه يكون linear. واضح انه هو curve. okay, so is there is evidence to support the use of a quadratic model? You write yes. You write yes. There is an evidence. Here you can find the table. The table says that, okay, this, they said it will be y, and here will be what will be x. Okay, you can go to another. Yeah. Now use the relevant output below to answer the following questions. So we will use what now? We will use the output they give me here to answer the questions. So read the question number 2. Assess, that's mean what? Assess, قيم. Assess, okay? How will the model fits? Okay, the model fits. يعني بتشيك هل الموديل fits the data well or not. Okay, يعني the model is good or bad. So that's mean of how the model fits the data. But they need me to assess visually and numerically. اوكي فيبون visually يعني من الرسم، numerically من شنو؟ من الأرقام. So how you will do this? Okay. So you will write here for me visually and you will write the answer. So you will return visually, so you will return for what? For this graph or the above graph, it's the same. Here انه اضبط الخط اللي هم راسمينه حقنا. Okay, you will find the observations, the data. It is close to the fitted curve or not. فألاحظ الداتا هل هي قريبة من ذا اللاين ولا لا. You will find إن معظم البيانات أصلا على اللاين. Okay, على شنو؟ على اللاين. So the data are close to what? To the fitted curve. So you will write here virtually the fitted curve, the fitted curve is close to the observations. Okay, the fitted curve is close to the observation. فلما يكونون النقاط قريبين من الخط اللي هو المعادلة، فإذا هم كانوا قريبين من بعض فإذا معناته شنو؟ معناته إن it's good. Then about the numerically, okay, you will see that what? The adjusted R square. You will check what? You will check the adjusted R square. So you will go for the adjusted R square, this one. It is 0.9331. It is what? It is close to 1. So what? So the model is good. So you will write the adjusted R square is very close to 1 to indicate an adequate model. So the conclusion from both visually and numerically, what? The model fits data well. The model fits data what? The model fits data well. Okay, فإذا if they need from me the numerical, I will check what? I will check the adjusted R square. If they need from me the visual, I will go for the curve. I will check the observation if it is near to the curve or not. Okay, so this will be the answer for 2. Then for 3, write the prediction equation and interpret the estimated parameters. فهني يبيني أكتب شنو؟ يبيني أكتب المعادلة prediction equation اللي هي شنو؟ المعادلة الموديل يبيني أكتبها. Then interpret the estimated parameters. So they need from me to write, okay, to write this. This will be y equal a plus b x plus c x تربيع plus e. Okay, they need me to fit this model. يبيني أحط هذا الموديل fitted. Then I will write شنو interpretation حق كل parameter حق ال A حق ال B حق شنو حق ال C. So how you will write the prediction equation? You will return back to the output. You will take the estimate values from them, then you will write them in the equation. So the equation will be y hat equal 14 minus 1464.404 plus 88.303x minus 0.536x squared. Okay, so this will be the fitted model, the prediction equation. Okay, this will be the prediction equation. Then for the interpretation, okay, the interpretation, you will find them in this box. The interpretation that you will find them here, okay, written for you, you will not memorize them, you will understand them. How? Write the prediction equation. So we write the prediction equation, then interpret. Then interpret here. This will be for A, this will be for B, this will be for what? C. You can see here the estimate parameter A has no practical interpretation. ما إليه practical interpretation مثل ما قلنا في البداية. Since 0 VO2 اللي هي X maximum is non-essential value. Okay, so they write this, okay, from what? From the exercise. فهو يقول لي ان الاي ترى ما عندها practical interpretation since, okay، من لما كانت شنو الاكس شنو الماكسيمم اليها non-essential value. So they write the interpretation from the what? From the example, from the words in the example. They do not have a practical interpretation for it. فاحنا نقدر نكتب this, okay, but this you will write it from the exercise. So no memorization هني حق interpretation مثل اللي قبل. The estimate parameter B does not represent the slope. فهني يقول لي إن ال B ما تبين the slope of the equation and has no meaningful interpretation. So you can write this إن هي ترى هني مو السلوب ولا إليها معنى. Okay, it's just a number. But for C you write the negative sign of the estimate parameter C implies downward concavity. So يقول لي إن negative sign تبين إلي شنو إن هني عندها downward. So you can write if the C is positive, you can write شنو positive sign, estimate شنو upward. Okay, for the graph relative ربط إلي شنو y بال x max when x max is within the range of this values per kilo شنو meter. So you can find this from the what? From the graph. So they write هذه interpretation here. Everyone can write their own interpretation. يعني ما في memorization. المهم إني شنو إني أوصف البارامتر شنو قاعد يصير هني. قال لي إنه هو نيجاتيف فمعناته كان في شنو downward. If it is positive معناته فيها شنو upward. بعدين قال لي إن ترى الجراف ربط ليش واي بإكس. أوكي، لما إكس كانت أعلى في درجة فيها هني. أوكي، فهذه طلعها من الرسم، طلع لي أعلى درجة في شنو في الرسمة. أوكي، so you can write here زين إنه أوكي، فهني ال A وال B وال C يقول ليش شنو؟ يقول لي تفسير ال A ايش في التفسير ال A يعتمد على المسألة. اوكي، هل هو منطقي او غير منطقي؟ يعني هل منطقي التفسير او لا؟ اني اكتب هذا العبارة هل هو منطقي او غير منطقي؟ يعتمد على المسألة، لان هني كتبوا لي من لما كان 0. اوكي، هل منطقي؟ اوكي، لأن ليش؟ لأن هني قالوا لي إن إكس كانت 0. لا، لازم إكس تساوي شنو؟ تساوي 0 منطقيا. يعني لازم الإكس في المسألة بشكل منطقي تساوي 0. فلما تكون الإكس في المسألة تساوي 0 بشكل منطقي معناته شنو؟ في تفسير. اوكي، so about A لما تكون المسألة الإكس تساوي 0 بشكل منطقي معناته I can write interpretation. اوكي، I can write this but if يعني أقدر أكتب تفسير. بس لما تكون not إنه مو منطقي ما عندي تفسير. so يقول لي الواي اوكي في دي المسألة تطلع بالماينس. اوكي، اذا كان في المسألة شنو منطقي that's fine. if it is not there is a problem. اوكي فلما احاسب هل يصير في المسألة انه يكون عندي ماينس او ما يصير، فهني صار عادي ان الفاليوز انه ممكن يكون عندي شنو الواي بالماينس. So okay we will assume here ترجمة ال A. You write like this. إشارة ال Y hat وال X تساوي 0. هاي بالنسبة إلى ال interpretation ال A. لما تكون ال Y hat أوكي ممكن تكون ماينس، المسألة عادي تكون ماينس، وش بيكون عندي؟ بيكون عندي في تفسير. اوكي لكن لما الواي هات تكون غير ممكن ان هي تكون بالماينس، اذا شنو؟ لا يوجد تفسير. That's mean you will check for A. If y hat is minus, so you will go for the what? For the exercise. If it is possible to be minus, so then you will write an interpretation. There is a possible to write interpretation. But if the exercise says no, it's not possible to be y hat with minus, with the negative, so then there is no interpretation. You cannot write an interpretation. When x equal to 0, the same. If it is possible ممكن or if it is impossible غير ممكن, then ممكن المسألة تقول لي okay it's fine to be x 0 معناته في تفسير. If x it is not possible to be 0 then ما في تفسير، لا يوجد. تفسير. You will understand from here. Okay. We will check for our exercise. For our exercise says we cannot assume x equal to 0. Why? Because it is not logical. So no practical شنو practical interpretation. So this will be what the answer. Okay, you will check. احنا قلنا ان ال x equal to 0 not possible in our exercise, so we write we cannot assume equal to 0 x equal to 0. Why? Because it is not logical, so no practical interpretation. ما اقدر اكتب interpretation. فهذه النتيجة اللي توصلنا اليها، ان احنا نشيك الاكس ونشيك الواي هات. الواي هات طلع ممكن ان احنا نكتب شنو؟ ممكن ان احنا نكتب ممكن احنا نكتب تفسير. لكن لما تكون الاكس equal to 0 اوكي الاكس equal to 0 then if it is equal to 0 and it is not possible, so no practical interpretation. Okay, so this will be the يعني conclusion الخلاصة من الكلام. Then okay, so yeah, so this will be about what? About A. This all information about A. Already C عرفنا. Already B اللي هو نكتب انه هو there is no meaningful. فقلنا ال B نكتبها عادي، بس ال A حسب ال Y هات وحسب شنو ال X وال C it has interpretation. We can write it. Okay. So this would be yes. Then we can return back to exercise 4. Exercise 4 is the overall model useful. Okay, then this mean use is the overall model. That's mean use F test. Okay, for predicting Y. So how you will test? How you will test? Okay, this test says H naught B equals C equal to 0. each one is at least one of the parameter not equal to what? To 0. Then we will use F test. Okay, we will use شنو? F test. Okay, F test, I will use the P value for what? For F test to test the model. So I will use this value. So you return back here. Okay, the P value is very small. It is less than 0.05. So we reject the null hypothesis. So overall we have good model. We have good model. So this for exercise 4. About 5, test if the shown curvature exists in the population. So here they need from me to test what? To test test for C. Test if the shown curvature exists. So we will test for C. How you will test for C? C, okay, it will be the hypothesis. It will be H not. How you know it is for C? Test if the shown curvature. شنو البارامتر اللي سوى الكيرف؟ هو C. اوكي احنا قلنا ان ال A وال B it's not important already. H not اللي هو C equal to 0. H1 اللي هي C not equal to 0. So we'll use T test, while here we use F test. Okay, then the P value you will use it for C. So you will find C, yeah, this 0.00217. So you will test it. The P value, okay, the P value it's 0.00217. It is less than 0.05 اللي هي الألفا. So we reject the null hypothesis. So the curvature exists in the population. So this would be the answer for 5. It is about T test. So then 6, comment on the danger of using the model. Okay, comment on the danger of using the model. معناته يباني اكتب شنو؟ تعليق comment. Okay, they need from me to write a comment or interpretation. تعليق okay على danger of using مشكلة الموديل. شنو المشكلة؟ شنو الخطر في استخدام هذا الموديل؟ okay, then to predict y when x equal this value. So how you write it? You will find the answer easily here. Okay, you will see. In general, the regression model are useful within the range of data. إن الregression model أستخدمها في شنو؟ في الداتا، في حدود الداتا. But it is not adequately. Okay, فبشكل عام in general بصورة عامة أو بشكل عام اوكي. the regression model معادلة الريجريشن are useful مفيدة within the range of data في حدود شنو؟ في حدود البيانات أو في نطاق البيانات. but it is not adequately okay outside the range of data. فهي شنو؟ not adequately مو مفيدة لما خلاص تطلع برا الداتا. outside what؟ outside the range of data. فإذا لما تكون x 120 it is شنو؟ it is much larger than the maximum value of the data of x. okay. فإذا هي أكبر واجد من ال x. then it is danger to predict y using the estimated model. فإذا ما أقدر أستخدم ال x okay في predicting y بيطلع لي it is not شنو it is not logical وغير مفيدة ال value اللي بطلعها. فإذا how you will comment the danger. الدينجر أقول لما تكون ال x يا أما بعيدة أوكي أكبر من الداتا بشكل كبير أو بعيدة أقل من الداتا بشكل كبير. أوكي. You write the same answer. In general the regression model are useful within the range of data في حدود الداتا but يصير it is not important لما يطلع شنو برا حدود الداتا. فلما ال x 120 أكبر من الداتا بشكل كبير much larger or you can write much smaller إذا كان بالعكس إذا كانت القيمة جدا أصغر. Then the maximum value or the minimum value of it is smaller of the data of x data. Then it is danger شنو هذا you will not change it. You will not change it. So you can return back to here values of x. It is شنو it is 30.5 40 60 50 okay هم حتى ما وصلوا إلى شنو إلى 100. So the range of x that شنو حدهم إلى 70. So إذا قلت 120 شنو much larger جدا كبيرة. So it will شنو it will be not logical to predict it. Okay. Then for exercise 7 we finished from exercise 6. We can go for exercise 7 and 8. 7 estimate the mean of y for all persons. Okay, so mean that's mean all. Okay, person with maximal oxygen uptake of 40 milliliters. So this will be the 40 milliliters. Then predict the y level for an individual okay حق واحد and for all person within the maximal oxygen. So here will be the x. So here estimate, here predict. Okay, here estimate إذا قلت estimate that's mean for the mean for the all but predict for شنو for individual. So this will be changing only in شنو in the words estimate و predict mean و individual. مجرد اختلاف في المصطلحات but the answer is same. But the answer what? But the answer is same. So you will see here the value will be okay y hat equal -1464 .404 plus 88.307 into 40 اللي هي x. Then minus 0.536 أيضا في 40 the power شنو the power 2. The value will be 1210.276. إذا estimate or predict it's the same بس مجرد اختلاف في طريقة شنو في طريقة السؤال Here it is easy. The last question you will just write the interpretation. حق شنو حق الانترفلز. and comment on their relative widths. Okay, relative widths. So this one, if there is a space, yeah, we will write it. Here will be what will be the confidence interval. Okay, confidence interval اللي هي المين حق كل البيرسونز. اوكي for 40. فاذا هني confidence interval لما تكون حق المين تختلف عن البريدكشن انترفال اللي تكون حق شنو حق الانديفيدوال. ففي الاستيميت اوكي في الاستيميت لما تكون حق point they are the same, but if they are confidence they are شنو different. They are different. So here they need from me to interpret about the relative width. relative width لو ألاحظ هني from 1 هني 1 2 اوكي اللي هي شنو اللي هي 11,000 و 12,000 اوكي 11,000 and 12,000. Then here you will find that it will be from what from 900 to 14,000. فthis will be شنو هذه الانترفال شنو أكبر. هذا الانترفال أكبر. So you will write شنو you will write for this will be 1, this will be 2. So you will write for 1 we are 95% confident that the mean level اللي هي شنو اللي هي this will be y, but احنا شنو نسوي نغيرها بالكلام اللي في المسألة for all persons with maximal oxygen uptake of 40 milli per kilogram will be between these values اللي هو 115.6.2 okay. So this will be what this will be the val used and this will be the interpretation. It is always the same. How you will write we are 95 it is if it is 95 confidence that the mean okay the mean then you will write what then you will write y with the exercise word. For all persons with maximal oxygen then you will write you know then you will write x with the exercise word of then you will write the value of x here they write it for you will be between شنو will be you will write the interval you find it. Okay, about 2 okay will be we are about the prediction interval we are 95% confident that the IgG level اللي هي y for an individual person with maximal oxygen uptake اللي هي x of 40 اللي هي الvalue milli for each kilogram will be between this value 985.0 with 1434.8 okay. So you will find that we are 95% لأنه هو كاتب لي 95 confidence that, you will change it with Y. For an individual person with, you will change it with X. You will change it with the value they give it to you. Will be between, this will be the range. Okay, but they need from me to interpret about the relative width. relative width will be what احنا قلنا ان ال PI الفترة أكبر أوسع عدل. So you write the prediction interval is wider أكبر wider أوسع than confidence interval because we are looking for single person to indicate less precision. Okay, so you write like this: the BI is wider than confidence interval because we are looking for single person or for single something. Okay, you change only this if it is person or something else to indicate less precisions. هذه هي ما تتغير العبارة لأن دائما إن البريدكشن انترفال أكبر من الكونفيدنس انترفال. ليش؟ لأن البريدكشن انترفال أتكلم عن شيء واحد okay because it is individual. لكن لما أتكلم عن الكونفيدنس انترفال أتكلم عن المين عن الأول okay فتعطيني دقة أكبر من لما أتكلم عن شخص واحد okay. Yeah, this will be here, so we'll check if we have something else. We end with this exercise, then with this exercise, then here you have the tables for F. Okay, so this will be the end of chapter 4. Thank you very much for listening.